If you're joining, just setting up the audio, so hopefully you can hear the kit. Doesn't officially start for 3 minutes, but, you know, I thought I'd do a little sound check. See how that works. I think that's all right. I think that's okay. That's a good volume. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes till we officially start. So I'm just going to send this link out to people. I don't actually know how to share the link. Yeah, I don't actually know how to share the link. Does anybody know? I don't know how to share it. That's weird. Okay, I figured it out. I've got to do it via my computer. I've still got 1 minute till we officially go live. So, thank you, Sabbath Costello, for tuning in. Okay, so I just got to now do it on Instagram for anybody that wants to tune in. Oh. Okay, it's now 7, so we have launched. I'm just going to update to tell people that... Oh, here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm now live on YouTube. I'm going to do a Tracks in My Ears drum set. So if you want to come and watch, the link is in my bio. Hello, everybody. I'm now live on YouTube. I'm going to do a Tracks in My Ears drum set. So if you want to come and watch, the link is in... So I've got some good ones, actually. Ones that start from when I was very, very young, all the way up to the modern day, really. I'm not talking about genres of music, just sort of saying about the latest ones that have sort of changed. Not changed. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. I'm really bad at multitasking. I will get better. Sorry, this is terribly boring for everybody, isn't it? Okay, I'm done. Anyway, welcome. I feel as if there should be some sort of music in the background, just like a real chilled sort of, you know. There we go, that's a bit better. This is actually a song, an old song. That reminded me of a time as well. It was on a boat party in Shoreham, actually. I first heard this song, which was really interesting. Anyway, so... Oh, hello everybody that's tuned in. Thank you very much for tuning in. So I'm going to get started on my first song. I need to try and blow up the comments so I can see them better. Give me a minute. Okay, Sally Phillips, hello. Vic, hi Vic. Hello Jen. And hello Sabbath Costello. So, thank you for tuning in. So, right, I'm just going to go to the playlist. So, when I was learning to drum, this was the very first song that I learnt to play to, and I started learning when I was about 5.5 years old. It was actually Phil Collins and Chester Thompson that inspired me. They did a drum duet when Genesis did a live show. I think it was their We Can't Dance live show, which my dad attended, and my mum filmed it on the telly, so she recorded it on the tape, and I would just reverse the drum duet and keep playing it and reverse it and keep playing it until one day my dad actually said to me, "Would you like to have drum lessons?" And I was like, yeah. So I wanted Phil Collins' kit as well. He played a black kit, and I always wanted a black kit, but I never got one. Anyway, I went for drum lessons. A guy in Benfleet called Paul Dean. He's an absolutely amazing drum teacher, and I went to him for about 12 years, I think. So I started when I was 5, and this was the first song that I learnt to properly play. So that was the first song that I ever learnt to play to. Obviously, it was a bit more Well, like that. So, yeah. But I loved it. And I ended up doing a gig with my dad, because my dad's also a drummer. And he was in a band that played at the Pink Toothbrush in Rayleigh. And I got up, I think I was about 9. I think I was either 7 or 9. And I stood in for a song. And it was Communication Breakdown by Led Zeppelin. So, yeah, that was the first song that I learnt to play. Okay, so on to the next one. Right, let me have a little look. So fast forwarding a little bit. So I used to hang around with my friend Dan next door all the time. And when he got a car, we used to go out in it all the time. And he used to play System of a Down. And I never sort of took him for someone that was into System of a Down. But he used to play, I think it was the Toxicity album. And this is a song from that album because I absolutely love it so much. So yeah, this brings back some good memories of just driving round with Dan back in the day. And then we eventually crashed the car and wrote it off. And we didn't do that anymore. But there's another funny story attached to that car as well. But I will tell you that maybe another time. Your one's coming, Khalil. I probably should have... So I've literally just eaten dinner as well. Probably should have started something a little bit easier and then worked my way into that one. But I didn't. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. So, I know Khalil's been on at me to... Sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments. Khalil and I used to do prank calls back in the day as well. And Vicky and my nan, we went round to my nan's house once and we did a prank call to one of Vicky's friends, and it was absolutely hilarious. Khalil might say about it in the comments, I don't know, but it was very funny. So I actually went to college with Khalil, and my mate Chris Hobart, Naif, Billy Reeve. There was loads of kids that went there. I can't actually remember everyone's names. But we formed a little band, and we used to play a lot of funky sort of songs. I think we ended up calling ourselves Simon Funk Uncle, and then I think it just turned into Funk Uncle. So, yeah, Simon and Funk Uncle, I think it started out as. But I remember we had some sort of performance coming up, and Khalil just didn't like learning lyrics back then. I mean, I suppose it's his job now, so he has to learn the lyrics. But back then, he just wanted to improv and do his own thing. And we was like, look, you can't do that over this song. It's a song that's renowned by its lyrics. So on the day of the rehearsal, Khalil didn't turn up. So I think it was me, Billy, and Naif went to his house during college. We went there, and I always used to go around the back because I used to ride my bike to Khalil's in the morning and then walk through. But this particular time, we all just decided to meet at college, and he wasn't there. So I knew to go round the back of the house because the back door was always open. And we went in there, and he was actually in bed. So we got him out of bed, and we got him dressed, and we got him into the studio for this rehearsal, and we basically gave him the lyrics and sat him in a corner. I was like, you need to learn those lyrics because we don't want to fail because of you not learning the lyrics. Anyway, this was one of the songs that we used to play together. Do you remember what it's called, Khalil? Aeroplane by Chili Peppers. Of course you don't remember us singing it. You Wally. The guitarist that played with us actually got Music Is My Aeroplane tattooed on him. Anyway, that was that one. Yes, Khalil, I did get a drum kit for my birthday, but it was actually my 17th birthday that I got that kit for. It was a Pearl Masters kit, and it was like unbelievable. I remember the moment very well. It had 4 up and 2 down. It was huge, this kit. And the last time I used it, I just used 1 up, 1 down. But it's just so big, but it's so good that you can have sort of any combination of toms that you want. I think the only thing missing was another bass drum. That's what would have actually made it sort of look like an absolute beast. Anyway, on to the next song. So, year 5. When I was in year 5, I would have been 10. I would have been 10, 9 or 10. And the Brazil advert had just come out. The Brazil football team was, I think it was for France 98. I can't remember. Nike Football released an advert with the Brazil football team playing in an airport. And I absolutely loved it. It was like one of my favourite adverts. I was obsessed with Brazil as a football team when I was younger. And every so often, the teacher would let us bring in a CD. I think it was like an end-of-term thing where you could bring in a CD and you can play a track from your CD, and all the kids used to bring their CDs in and we'd all listen throughout the day. And I remember bringing in this one, and I was like the cool kid for the day because I'd thought to bring this song in, because nobody else knew what it was and nobody else knew where they could get it. Anyway, this is the song. Wow, that is a really hard beat to play. Everything going at once. Yeah, so that was the story behind that song. On to the next one. So when I... Oh, wrong one. Sorry. So when I was younger, I got into like filming myself drumming, and I did the first video when I was 19, and I think I played to a Jamiroquai song. I've not actually got it on here. In fact, it was Virtual Insanity. I've not got it on here, but if anyone wants to hear that one, I will play it. I think Jen requested that last time, so I will definitely play that at some point. But what I then went on to do was I recorded myself drumming to this particular song, and everybody that saw it were like, "Oh my god, that's amazing," loved it and everything else. And it was the first video that I uploaded to YouTube, and YouTube actually took it down because of copyright reasons. Obviously today with copyright, everything's sorted, so YouTube automatically have some sort of music detection, and then all the royalties go off into the right places, so it's not so much of an issue nowadays. But the video was pulled off of YouTube, so I'm going to put it back on. So this is the song.
She says she likes my watch, but she wants Steve's AP, and she stay up all hours watching QVC. She said she loves my song, she bought my MP3, and so I put her number in my bold BB. I got a black BM, she got a white TT. She wanna see what's hiding in my CK briefs. I tell her where suspenders and some PVC, and then I'll film it all up on my JVC. Scene one, everybody get in your position. Pay attention and listen. We're trying to get this all in one take, so let's try and make that happen. Take one, action.
She posed for FHM, she like my black LV. We spilling LPR up on my APC. I'm in my PRPS and my Nike SB.
Raving with SHM, London to NYC. I got my visa and my visa, a diva and her dealer. Bitch, I'm up on the guest list with the Swedish house mafia. You can find me on a table full of vodka and tequila, surrounded by some money, and it ain't fucking Easter. I'll wake up in the morning with a mug in soap amnesia, with a girl that like a girl like Lindsay Lohan and Queen Latifah. If you niggas are ballin', then boy I must be FIFA, and that's standard procedure from Miami to Ibiza.
Oh, good old Tiny Temper. Wow, that is old now, that song. Move the bass a bit closer. That's better. Right. So, the next song. Let me have a look. I've got all the songs here, and I'm just trying to think of the memories that are attached to them. So, as my nan is tuned in, I'm going to play this song because it really reminds me of my nan. So, I think she showed me this song when she was living in St Leonard's Road. I think you always used to play it while she was around there. And I remember listening to it, and it was just so happy and so nice, and it always just reminds me of you. So this is the song. Daybreak is actually on the list, Dad. Are you ready for the drop, Nan? That one was for you, Nan. I hope you enjoyed it. So, the next one. So when I was working at Say Clean, which is my dad's carpet cleaning company, we used to go on quotes. Primarily, I went on quotes on my own, but whenever we went together, we had a song that we would play because it was like a good luck song, and I think he knows what it is as well. and if we played this song, then, you know, we were going to land the quote sort of thing. And I love this song anyway. It's an awesome song. And more often than not, we did land the quotes when we played this prior to actually arriving at the customer's house. Anyway, this is the song. Oh, so yeah, that was the sort of good luck song that we used to play to. We used to listen to, sorry. Right, okay. I was probably going to do about 45 minutes, so probably got enough for maybe one or two more. I I'm going to play this song. It's not actually in my list at the moment, but it will be. So this song it's a really funny song, and I did a video once of my sister's dog Ted, who unfortunately had to leave us last week. So it was it's been a really tough sort of few days, if you like, but he was the most amazing dog. Everybody loved him. Even people that had their own dogs would often comment on how just amazing he was. He was like one of my best friends, and I was so sad last week, and I kept crying, and I feel like I'm getting better as the days are going on. But anyway, I remember I had to look after him for the day because my sister and her husband were busy. I think they were working, or he couldn't go to doggy daycare that day or whatever. So I went and I think I picked him up, and I actually had quotes to do that day for the carpet cleaning business. So I took him with me in the van, and he would just sort of sit there, and he was such a cool dog as well. And I remember playing this song before we'd set off. And I filmed his reaction to this song because I thought he would have some sort of reaction, but he absolutely didn't. He was just sitting there completely cool, like it was just like blue still. And I had the camera and I went right round his face, and the whole time the camera's like this, and he's just to this song, and it still makes me laugh to this day. So this one is for Ted.
Let me tell you. I see you girls checking out my trunk. I see you girls checking out the front of my truck. I see you girls looking at my junk and checking out my rump, then back to my sugar lump. When I shake it all up. You probably think that my pants at the mom. It's just my sugar lump, bump, bump. Still good, that's why I keep it in the front. They drive the ladies crazy. All these bitches checking out my britches, put them in a trance when I wear track pants. My dungarees make them hungries, broke the roof when I don't have to lose. My sugar lumps are two of a kind, sweet and white and highly refined. Honey try all kind of dumb foolery to steal a feel of my family jewelry. My candy bones cause a cup up, the ladies they hustle to ruffle my trouble. If you're party with the party free, you get two complimentary after dinner men. Dance around me when I'm standing on the stoop, giving me gifts like free chicken soup. Book tokens, free chicken soup, standing on the corner going. We see you girls checking out our trunks. We see you girls checking out the front of our trunk. We see you girls looking at our junk, then checking out our rumps, then back to our sugar lumps. Chilling at my store, doing my thing. When in walks a guy with his dick in a sling. I'm like, holy shit, what happened to you? He said, how much will you give me for the family jewels? I said, $10. He said, no way, $10 and a frisbee. He said, okay. Then I took his sugar lumps and put them up in a display and sold them as hacky sacks later that day. All the ladies they want a taste of my sugar lumps, sweet sugar lumps. All the ladies they want a taste of my sugar lumps, sweet sugar lumps, yeah. It's
So that was for Teddy Boy. Right, I think I've got time for one more. So, just going to go back to my playlist because I had to search for that one. Right. There's literally so many songs on this list, and I'm obviously not going to play them all. But if you liked it, let me know, and I will do another like tracks of my years type thing. So what I'm going to play now is a song. So I was massively into The Prodigy, and I still am as well. So I've listened to them all throughout my life. They've been one of my favourite bands. And for my leaving assembly when I was 16, so I was in year 11, I went to the head of year and I just said, look, I'd like to do something in the final assembly because, you know, the kids can do something in the final assembly to, you know, sort of say goodbye or whatever. And I decided to drum to this song. And I remember, Khalil, I don't know if he's still watching, but I remember him, I think he was wearing a white jumper that day. And I remember him just standing up and going for it in the video. Yeah, it was videoed as well. Do not know where the video is. I'd love to see it if anybody from Shoebury High has got a copy. But yeah, this is a song that I played to, and I couldn't hear the track because the track was too quiet, and I was playing a live kit at the time, and I just could not hear it. So I wasn't sure where I was going in or out of time. It was really frustrating. And then halfway through, the sound guy just cut the song off. I don't know whether he presumed it was over, but yeah, he cut it off, and I was like, oh, okay. And I could just hear everybody, you know, cheering and clapping and stuff. But I don't know if I'll play the whole thing because it is quite long, but I'll see how I feel. I hope you're enjoying it, guys. Oh, I know that's not the end of the song, but it does go on for another few minutes, and you get the idea. So yeah, that was the song that I played in my Year 11 Leavers Assembly. And then I went on to art college because I actually worked in a tattoo shop where I discovered a whole new bunch of music that I will show you next time. I am going to play one more because I did say that I would play it, and I didn't play it last time. In fact, I'm not going to play the song that I was going to play. I am going to play another song. So when me and Jen were in my car, I said to her, do you want to put a song on? And sometimes she's like, oh, I don't know what to pick, or no, sort of thing. But this particular time, she knew exactly the song that she was going to pick. And it reminds me of her very much. And we actually watched this group live at Glastonbury, and a massive fight broke out next to us. I think someone was going a bit gangbusters, and somebody then threw a punch, and then somebody else threw a punch, and then their mate steamed in, and then their mate steamed in, and I saw this all kicking off, and it was getting closer and closer and closer to me and Jen where we were standing. So I literally just picked her up and ran because I didn't want her to get hurt. So I ran through the crowd, and like I was barging everyone out the way, and I was like, get out of the way. So yeah, that was the story. But this is one of the songs that they played at Glastonbury, and it was awesome. This is Major Lazer, by the way, and it's called Too Original. thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Thoroughly appreciate it. When I go live next time, I will let you know a little bit further in advance. I pretty much announced today that I was going live, so yeah, I didn't give people very much notice. But if you have enjoyed it, you can actually, I think you can share this live stream, and you can watch it from the start as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tracks of my years. I don't know what that was. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will do another one soon, if you liked it. So over the course of from now until the next time I do it, I'm going to keep adding songs onto my list. And for anybody that knows me as well, that might think of a song that I haven't thought of at a certain period, please let me know, because I may have missed one that I've really enjoyed. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. I will let you know more in advance. I'm just repeating myself. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.